Hey everybody, Jim Salmon's here, the Kayak Fishing Show live. Uh, Honestly, it has been so long since I've done one of these. I've kind of forgotten the controls for the whole program and everything else. I don't think I've done one in months and months and months. But I did just want to check in, let you know I am still alive. I had shoulder surgery last year. It really put me out. It was 8 months before I could really do anything at all, and then my never-ending back issues. So I'm actually having more spinal injections this week. I'm hoping that gets me over the hump, and I'm able to start getting back on the water. I really haven't been fishing much at all. I took my boat out the other day for the first time in, again, months and months and months, just to get out on the water because I'm going kind of crazy. But I have been working on my boat. I've been working on my blue sky. I've been working on my NAR. And so I'm getting prepared. I'm hoping this last shot in my back does the trick and I'm able to get back to it. I also want to get back to doing these things. But when you're not fishing and you're kind of getting in a funk, it's kind of hard to get motivated to get up and do these things because I literally, and like I said, I fished so little. I fished earlier this year with Jameson, Redding. We went to Louisiana, and that was like the first time I had fished since I had shoulder surgery last March. So I am feeling better. The shoulder is definitely better. I can do this now, which I couldn't do for a long, long time. And the back is okay, but I'm hoping the injections do the trick. I wanted to get back to this because I want to start showing you guys some stuff. I got a notification. I've got a package coming from YakAttack. It's supposed to arrive today. So I'll be sharing that with you. I don't even know what's in it. I got a notification that I was getting a package from YakAttack. So I'm not even sure what I'm getting. But I'm always excited to share stuff from YakAttack because they make such cool stuff. But one of the other things that really motivated me to do another live show here today was that, again, I've been working on my boat, working on the kayaks and all that. And something I fixed today took me all 5 minutes. But this may be old news to you guys. It may be an old product to you guys, but I had never seen it. And I wish I had seen it a long time ago because I know if my dog just came in here and knocked down or pushed around my green screen. Sorry. But anyway, a product that I found here recently, and again, it might be something you guys have seen before, but I never had. If you're like me, you've broken SR buckles, your side release buckles on PFDs. You've broken them on dry bags because they do get old and brittle and dry, and the one side always breaks. I happened to break one on my boat cover, which cinches down the boat cover. And you know how one side, and here's a broken one, one side, this would go down and then it would be looped and stitched. So once this side breaks or the other side breaks, trying to find a matching side, I actually had to cut this one off. But the other side was the side that broke. And then trying to find another SR buckle that actually matches this side, which is stitched on, is always a pain. So I've always been looking and looking. I just happened to be in OEX kayak shop the other day, and I was just poking around, and they had some of these things hanging on a peg. And he goes, "Oh yeah, we've had those for a long time." And I'm like, "Oh, I'd never seen them." And so again, if you're like me and you haven't seen these and you've got some broken SR buckles that you'd want to replace, I just wanted to share this with you. So this is what I found. Let's see if I can get it. It's from Sea to Summit. It's a field repair buckle. Now I bought a few of them. I already fixed the broken one on my boat, but I wanted to keep one of these like with me in a dry bag or whatever in case I had a seat strap or a PFD buckle break. And the way these work, and let's see if I can get it off the packaging. Okay, that shows it. I'll show it a little bit better. So you see it's got a metal pin here and kind of won't want to focus there, but this metal pin is a Phillips head screw. And so you can just, on the stitched side, you always have that loop where it's stitched. You can just slide that pin through that side. And then the other side is the tension side, if you will. Now they make different orientations of these also. They make them that are both pinned if you've got that style. But again, this was just put that pin in through the one side, and then this other side, the other side of your SR buckle. If you didn't know that this is what these are called, is a SR, or side release buckle. Anyway, it was a quick and easy fix. For the longest time, I still had this side that I just cut off. And on the other side, I tied a knot to this carabiner. And so I had this side attached to the other side. And then I would literally just kind of hook this through like this. And this is how my boat has been for at least 6 months. And like I said, I just stumbled across this Sea to Summit field repair buckle while I was in a kayak shop the other day at OEX. And he didn't have the style I wanted. His were pins on both sides. So I went to the website and I bought myself a few of these. They were very inexpensive. I think less than $5 each, as I recall. And also, it was funny is it arrived and it included an extra gift from the company. They sent me some like biodegradable camping shampoo. So that was kind of cool. You know, you order a couple of items and they send you something free. So that's always cool. So anyway, that was the whole main reason I wanted to get on here with you today, just to share that, let you know I am still alive, let you know that I do plan on getting back to making videos, and not necessarily the TV show, but just getting back to it, getting back to fishing, getting back to sharing products and everything that I do and stuff that I see. And if I see stuff that's cool like this, that I think you might be interested, I want to share that with you. It's good to see a few friends checking in. Mitch, thank you very much. Good to see you. It's been too long, man. Kevin from Hawaii, thank you for joining me so much. I would love to get back to Hawaii. It's been way too long since I've been there. It's always so cool. And Liam Young, good to see you, man. Long time viewer of our shows and stuff. I want to get back to all this. I want to get back to showing our old videos, airing the full episodes. I was weekly airing old episodes of the show, and I got out of the habit, and I've still got a lot of them that you guys have not seen. So I'd like to get back to doing that as well. If you guys are interested, I know it's probably going to take me some time to build the audience back up that we used to have, because I did kind of go dormant for almost a year, but I want to get back to it. And I hope you guys will join me. Guy Ellison, thank you so much for joining me here today. Like I said, this was just an impromptu quick show because I wanted to share this thing with you. And again, these guys are not a sponsor or anything else. It was just a cool product that I found that I thought you'd be interested in. They have these, now this is the 1 inch, which is your typical strap size. They had the 1.5 inch size for the bigger buckles as well. I believe they had 3 different sizes. Now, don't quote me on that because I don't remember exactly, but I believe they had 3 different sizes. So, I'm getting a text here. Sorry. I didn't tell my wife I was doing this, so she's texting me. Where did I get our last oysters from? Let me reply to her, because she's the boss. Aaron Dodds, good to see you, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing, like I said, hopefully I'll be doing better after Thursday when I get these shots in my back. And I can get back to things. Oh, there was one other thing also. I did get new bunks for my Malone trailer, so I'll be able to set that up better for my Jackson Nar. The Nar was just too big for the J cradles that I had before. So I got some bunks, and I'll be showing you guys how I've rigged that up as well. Nicholas Beltran, how you doing, man? Good to see you. And again, thanks for joining me here just for this quick check-in today. I use this studio I'm using here is called StreamYard, and I hadn't been onto it for such a long time. I had to just reset everything up, and there's a bunch of new things that I need to learn because they've got some new features that are going to be pretty cool. It might help make the shows even better. I'm looking forward to maybe getting some guests back on here. The guys from YakAttack, my good buddy Wes Siegler, of course, Siegler Reels, and everybody else that I've been working with. And hopefully we can, like I said, get to this on a regular basis. I do have some exciting news. I actually got invited to Sweden for a fishing event there that I will be attending in June. So because of that, decided to make an extended vacation. So we're actually going to be going to Ireland and then to Sweden. So really looking forward to that. Never been to Ireland. If you guys have been to Ireland, if you have any tips or anything like that, I'd love to hear them. Aaron says the Nar is a sweet rig. Yeah, it is. I've only been on it a couple of times. Honestly, like I said, I have not been kayaking. I've barely been fishing. So I'm trying to get back to it. And this was kind of the first step and get back to doing this. Because I used to really enjoy doing these things and talking to everybody. And they said it's just been too long. Oh, my dog. He's about to knock over my green screen. You want out, dude? I've got a 10-month-old Labradoodle here that is just giant, and he's kind of sick right now. So he's been hanging out a lot. Damn it, man. How are you from South? Sounds like somebody pulled up to my house. You guys, can you hear that barking? If you didn't know, I have 6 dogs. Man. Well, there was something else here. Liam, I'd like to meet you in Ireland, Jim. That'd be cool. I don't know what my itinerary is at all. Like I said, I was invited to a fishing event in Sweden. And so we decided to tack on Ireland. My wife is going to come with me. And so she's setting up the whole itinerary. So if you're around and we can meet up for a beer, meet up for a Guinness, that would be fantastic. Because like I said, I'd love to go there. I've got family in Ireland somewhere, but I've never been. So pretty excited about that. Nicholas, how do I like the new YakAttack cart? Well, from what I've seen, they're super cool. I don't have one yet. If you came in here a little bit after I had said it, I got notification that I have a package coming from YakAttack today. So it very well could be the new cart. They had told me a long time ago they were going to send me one, but then I hadn't gotten one. So it looks really cool. I think the long bunks are just going to be absolutely perfect for these bigger boats. Particularly, again, the Nar and everything. I want to lift these boats as little as possible. Like I said, bad shoulders, bad back are not good. What was there was also one. I have one, and he's going nuts hearing yours. Oh, that my dogs. Yeah. Like I said, I've got 6, and the one that was in here was a big Labradoodle, but he's only 10 months old, but he's got a terrible ear infection, and he hasn't really wanted to leave my side too much. So every time I close the door, he pushes the door back open and knocks over my green screen. But I also have an Old English Sheepdog, a Golden Retriever, a big Lab, a Golden Retriever Bass or Beagle mix, and then a smaller dog who looks like a miniature Golden Retriever. So that's my 6 dogs, and they keep us very busy and they keep us very entertained. They're all rescues. Most of them are out of Mexico, but they're all sweet dogs that produce a lot of poop. What's that, Aaron? You got the new tow and stow bar cart last week. I can put it together in less than a minute and break it down in less time than 1 minute. Amazing cart, very robust. I'm impressed with it. That's super cool. I'm looking forward to that. I've seen nothing but rave reviews, and there's my dog moving my green screen again. Does it fit down in the kayak really easy, Aaron? That's one of the things I was kind of curious about, because where I generally would fish, you'd roll the boat down across the sand. And I know it doesn't have sand wheels at the moment, but I know they've also said that they're looking into that. But it's more a matter of not having to walk and put the cart back. So if it does break down that easy and fits down into the boat really easy, I'm going to be super happy. And again, that would mainly be with that. I've got the Blue Sky as well, and of course that has its own wheels. But you got to have those sand tires. we have to go over soft sand where I am. But I've had some carts in the past that said they had a wheel that worked in sand, and the only wheels that I found that work in sand are the big balloons, the wheelies, that type work much better. I've also wondered if actually going the opposite direction, having the really narrow, tall wheels would work better, because that would actually cut through it. The problem is if you get the wider wheels on the sand and they're not soft, they actually just push more sand, and it doesn't work really well. And Aaron says he has no problem storing it, and that's very cool. I'm looking forward to it. And like I said, supposedly I think I'll have it today. I said, I'm not really sure what they're sending me. I'm just guessing that's what they're sending me. But I will definitely share that with you. And like I said, I'm just fired up to getting back to doing these live shows and getting back to fishing, getting back on the water, getting back to kayaking. We've had some really good bluefin tuna fishing offshore here, and I want to get my boat out and do that. But it's hard to do it when your body's broken. And at the moment, I said, hopefully the shots do it. At least give me some relief for a while. Great for rough terrain. Aaron, I'm just because you're on here and you've got it. And you said it's great for rough terrain. Is it that it's real wide, so it just gives you good stability? How's the tie down on it? I know it has the tie downs on at the center of the wheel. Is that what you're doing? Does that work out well for you? I'm just throwing these questions out since you're on here, because everything. That thing about YakAttack, if you guys have not dealt with YakAttack or their products, everything is just so well thought out. And the lock and load system for all my rod holders and everything is just, again, it's just so well thought out. And I can't believe what we had to go through back in the day for putting rod holders on your boats. Everything was homemade and it was so tough. And YakAttack makes it so stinking easy. It's amazing how easy it is to rig up your boats now, with their pass-throughs for electronics, all the mounts for electronics. It's just, and then with the track, you're not having to drill nearly as many holes in your boat if you got track on your boat. It's just amazing. It's amazing how far this sport has come, and how far the boats have come. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I still like the paddling boats, and I wish boats were lighter like they were back in the day. They have gotten awful heavy. I'm not going to lie. There are some stinking ugly kayaks out there. I used to think of kayaks as these long, like the boat I'm in right there. That was an old ocean kayak, Trident. And, they were long and lean and fast and had great glide, and they just had beautiful lines to them. They're sexy looking. Some of the boats were, they would look like they were moving fast, sitting still. and then the Kraken and all that. And now it's like, I haven't seen a good looking boat. I mean, in a long time. The Nara is cool. It's got great lines, but I'm looking at other boats out there, and man, some of these boats look like you may as well be pedaling. It seems like most of them may as well be pedaling the dock across the water. It's the one thing about Tony Lee at Jackson. At least he makes beautiful lines. He tries to make boats that glide through the water as much as possible. And they're nicer looking boats, but I have seen some boats out there, man, that, I mean, I don't know how you guys feel, but some of these boats, like I said, it looks like I may as well be paddling this desk across the water. They're so blocky, square on the front, square on the back. I don't get it. I like a boat that looks like a kayak. It's slide, like it's got that glide. So it's kind of funny. Aaron is answering my question that I threw out about, I guess, how strapping it down. The wheels are big and sturdy. Great grip. Straps on the kayak attached to the wheel hubs, not under the kayak. So much easier. Yeah, that just seems easy. I mean, I'd have to slide your hand underneath the frame and loop it around that way with it going on the middle of the hub. Just looks so easy. So thanks, Aaron. I appreciate that feedback and insight, because it's one thing to see pictures of it, but to have somebody who's been using it is really, really cool. So it's kind of funny. This picture I have up behind me is from a trip I did to Alaska, probably the second year we were shooting the TV show, maybe the third. I think it was the second year we were shooting the TV show. And a friend of mine, I brought this picture up to show a friend of mine the other day, because there was talk of there's been some killer whales around off the California coast, Southern California coast. And a friend of mine made a comment that he would be terrified being around the killer whales. And so then I showed him this picture. It's like, yeah, it's a little intimidating, but it was still one of the very, very coolest experiences I've ever had. And I've had a couple of close encounters with killer whales while on my kayak. One was actually here in San Diego, and the other was up in Alaska. But yeah, they make you feel small really quick, but it's still very, very cool. It's nothing like it. To be able to paddle in these type of places is absolutely amazing. And maybe sometime I'll be able to do it again. I don't know when, but I sure would like to get back to traveling and seeing some different places. That's why I'm so excited to be going to Ireland and going to Sweden for this kayak fishing event up there. And that'll be in the middle of June. Jess, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Thanks for joining me here. Like I said, this was a super impromptu thing, just because I hadn't done one in a long time. And just says safe travels now. Thanks, man. I appreciate that very much. So I'm going to show you this thing one more time. Again, this is not a sponsor. It's just, I thought it was a super cool product and something you might consider carrying with you. Like I said, if you strap on your seat brakes, a strap on your PFD brakes, it all you need is a Phillips head screwdriver, and you just pull this pin out and it slides through, and it's just super easy. And it just seemed like a cool product. Like I said, you guys are probably all like, well, yeah, we all knew about that already. Well, I had never seen one. And so when I saw it, I'm like, wow, that's really cool. Aaron asks, what species are we targeting in Sweden, and what gear tackle are you using to catch? Well, it depends on what part we're in when we're fishing. There's going to be quite the mix. Where I will initially be will probably be pike fishing. They have great pike fishing and just some big fat pike in Sweden. And then we'll be moving farther north, and that'll be grayling and trout for the most part, is my understanding. And I'm probably, just because I am doing this trip to Ireland and Sweden, I'm probably only going to bring a fly rod. That way it's just much easier to travel with than my conventional stuff. It's a lot lighter, it's a lot smaller, just easier to travel with. So my thought is I'm just bringing fly gear, and I'll go there and embarrass myself trying to throw a fly. Andrew says he has not seen it. Well, at least one of you guys hasn't seen it, at least. I'm glad. And thanks. I appreciate saying you're glad to see me here. I'm glad to be back. Like I said, it's been way too long. And now that I'm doing it, I just remember how much I enjoy doing it. I enjoy talking kayak fishing. I enjoy talking fishing in general. I enjoy talking about sports and baseball. And like, I got my Padre hat here, who had a really lousy series against the Dodgers. They won 1 out of 3, and very disappointing. The team itself has been a little disappointing. They're not hitting the ball like they should. It's certainly not like the salary that team is paying. So hopefully they turn it around. It's very, very easy early in the season. So there's plenty of time, but we always hate losing to the Dodgers. Of any team that we lose to, you always hate it when they lose to the Dodgers. So, well, there goes my dog pushing my thing again. What is up, dude? Jack. This is Jack Black, because he's jet black. Did you want to go out, dude? Or are you just going to stand there and growl? I said, he's only 10 months old. I would show you him, but I don't know that I can. Maybe I can. Let's see. Yeah, that's his head. But he is so black, it's almost impossible to see him most of the time. So that's my dog. 1 of 6. Anyway, well, I've kind of rambled on here a lot longer than I intended to. But again, I do appreciate it. Just wanted to kind of get back to things, and I'll be sharing more stuff with you, like I said, and hopefully back on the water here next week. Can't go in the water for like 4 or 5 days after I have my shot in my back, but after that, hopefully we get back at it. So thank you all so much for joining me here today on this very impromptu visit, and hopefully you guys are all getting on the water a lot more than I am. Y'all take care. If you have any questions, anything like that, ever, always feel free to contact me, and I will try and answer any of your questions if I can. So until next time, y'all take care. Remember, please always wear your PFD and keep your paddle right side up.